My name is Katlin Springer, CEO of ADDI, as well as ASIPA, the African Sovereign Indigenous Peoples Alliance. We are primarily consistent of Caribbean ascendants, and we grew out of the ADDI family, which we are a part of, but with a distinct purpose of highlighting the issues that are indigenous to the people of the Caribbean and the sixth region and their ascendants. I am a freedom fighter in the spirit of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, Sylvester Williams, Honorable Fidel Castro, the Honorable Forbes Burnham, Walter Rodney, Errol Barrow, Dr. Arikana Chiambori-Kwao, Julius Malema, Jacob Zuma, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, and many, many more whom I will not name here today, but I think I've gotten my point across. I want to reinforce at this time a very significant initiative or idea that I think is so critical right now. And that is that the Caribbean should be a zone of peace and should remain a zone of peace. Given what we see currently happening in this region with the United States sending a fleet of ships to surround Venezuela, which looks like an imminent invasion of Venezuela. We stand with the people of Venezuela, Cuba, Haiti, yes, and the people of the Sahel. And we will also call for a hands-off policy in order for us to have self-determination. It is no longer acceptable for the United States of America or anyone to interfere with indigenous concerns of the people of the Caribbean, South Latin America, and Africa, for that matter of fact. I state here categorically today that any impending invasion or regime change in Venezuela is a violation of the sovereignty of the people of Venezuela. We have an elected government, whether the United States approves of it or not. It is an elected government, and it should be honored and recognized and allowed to carry out the will of the people. We stand also in support of Haiti on the grounds that for so many years now, Haiti has been kicked around like a football, and the United States is also guilty and complicit in the abuse of the people of Haiti. And that is one of our CARICOM. That's one of our members of the Caribbean states. I say this because Haiti, for too long, has been abused by all and sundry. And it is time for Haiti to be able to receive and to enact the sovereignty that is God-given to her and her people. We at ADDI and at ASIPA, we stand with our brothers and sisters in Haiti. I also bring the attention of Cuba, who has for more than 50 years been marginalized, embargoed, has been put through tremendous infringement. And it is not acceptable anymore. We, the people of the Caribbean, and all people of the world should be standing up and saying enough is enough. I stand with brother Captain Ibrahim Traoré in the Sahel, AES countries, and we say, Captain, you are doing a wonderful job of representing your people, all the people of African ascension all over the world. We celebrate you. We applaud you. We stand with you. And we will be there in another month and a half, as mentioned before by the previous speaker, which will be our second visit to Burkina. And we have made significant inroads relative to relations with Burkina Faso. And we intend to continue to develop those and develop trade, South-South trade between the Caribbean, South Latin America, and the continent. That is our only path to freedom, our only path to self-governance and self-reliance. All else has to go through hell to get there. And we're not interested in the hell trip anymore. Opportunity as the CEO of two of the greatest Pan-African, Africanist organizations currently very active in the world today, to say that it is time that the continent frees itself in its shackles of the results of the Berlin Conference. Can you imagine that 10 of your neighbors sitting down in their home one night or one weekend or whatever, and by the end of that emerge and decide to cut your house in 6 or 8 different parts according to their will, and forbid you from going from one part of your house to the next without their say-so, imposing upon you and upon you their will as they see fit. It is unacceptable in this modern day and age. It is highly unacceptable. I have been alive long enough to see Ronald Reagan, the actor, then selected president of the United States, make the statement, Gorbachev, tear that wall down. And that wall came tumbling down. I must have been watching the 10 Commandments or something, where they put Charlton Heston as Mushi. And I'm a Hebrew, and I can tell you that Charlton Heston don't look like no Mushi. But let me say to you this. Let me say to you this, that it is time for us, African people, no matter where we hail from, no matter what tag they try to put on us. We like to walk around talking about, oh, I'm American African, I'm Jamaican, I'm Trinidadian, I'm Bajan, I'm Canadian, I'm British. You know what? That works only for them. It does not any longer. I saw Dr. Truth Bay present before me, and I saw the young people and I heard their words. And that is the future that we're looking at. The youth must lead the way. Too many of us who are long in the tooth and gray in the hair have been beaten into submission time and time again over the years by a system that we've never had sufficient or never had sufficient spine to speak out against, not only speaking out, but taking the requisite action that is required to make that change. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not belabor this point any further, and I will not preach on any further because we have a number of very good speakers who will come on here. They may not take the stance that I just took. Matter of fact, I doubt they will because they're not required to. But as the leader of these two organizations and others, I feel necessary to be able to present the truth and to present leadership to those of you who are here today from my organizations. I want to greet you and thank you for being here with us. Those of you who are not part of ADDI or AIPA at this time, we come in peace. We offer friendship. We offer unity. We offer one love, one people. And we stand with you to find unison in a cause that will allow us to revolutionize the global context as we know it today. With that being said, folks, I will not take up any more time because we do have a tremendous lineup here, about 12 people that I would like to get on here in the hour and a little bit that I'm afforded at this time. I would like to introduce my Chief of Staff, Dr. Wayne Several, who is also the Chief of Staff of ADDI. He's the Chief of Staff of AIPA, the Deputy, and he's also the Chief of Staff of our private entities, the Antec Group of Companies.